Yeah, just turn there, mate. I think that's it. This is the place.
Up the hill. Nice looking place.
Yeah, that's it. That'll be the house up on the hill.
So what's the go here, mate?
Well, mate, I know we're in Tasmania and all, and we've come to Tasmania to check out the wild adventure, because that's what Tasmania is all about. But you can't not come to Tasmania and not experience the things that make Tasmania great.
Righto, so what are the things that make Tasmania great? What are we doing here?
Mate, we're going to go and get some fungus.
Fungus? Fungus?
Yeah, fungus. You boys know what fungus is, don't you?
What are we talking? We talking toe fungus? We talking bloody mushrooms? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, definitely not toe fungus. But yes, we're going to see a fungus called truffles.
Oh, truffles, eh? What's a truffle, mate?
A fungus.
I can honestly say I have never seen nor tasted a truffle. No, me either.
It's literally a fungus. I'm not kidding you. It's a fungus that grows on stuff.
Only in Tassie.
Yeah, but people like go nuts about it.
So how do we find it? What's the go? Do we just dig up a paddock or something?
All will be revealed.
Oh, look at you boys, eh, and girls.
What's wrong? What am I, chopped liver?
Look at you. Oh, yeah.
Warmest of
Oh,
welcomes.
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
How you going? Nice to meet you. I'm Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Hey, Jace,
Hannah.
nice to meet you.
Anna Kyle, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And who are these?
These are my hounds. So we've got
Who are
Douglas
hounds?
here, then we've got Poppy, and we've got young Peggy here who is
Peggy,
in training
Poppy,
at the
and
moment.
Douglas.
Yes,
Ah, there you
so,
go. They are
I
friendly.
thought 3 of you, 3 dogs, it's only fitting. I'll just send you out and you guys can do the work. Get you digging out in the dirt there, see if we can find a couple of truffles for you.
Sounds awesome.
We're just starting our winter truffle season now, as you can tell by the weather. So I might give you guys a bit of a smell of some so you actually know what you're looking for. And then we'll head out with these friends and see how we go.
Nice.
Well, you got to smell them.
Yeah, exactly.
What do they even look like? I've never even seen it.
I'm so confused. I thought the dogs do the smelling and we do the digging. We got to do the digging and the smelling.
You got to do both, yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
I'm going to get your snouts all a little bit grubby today as well. So not just the hands to work, you got to do the whole lot. So, but I might grab a bag of them so you guys can have a smell. So
Yeah.
actually, because if you've never smelt them before, you're going to probably be a little bit
Yeah.
overwhelmed. Be
Oh,
good
really?
to watch. Yeah.
Here we
Yeah, is it
go.
going to smell amazing, or is this
You
going to be
ready?
like
Well, I think it's amazing.
beetroot
Yep. A lot of
Beetroot.
people say beetroot.
all
And
day?
that's that sweet earthiness.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, it's actually got a little bit of spice there.
Yeah, beetroot for sure.
A lot of
Beetroot.
people say like a little bit of molasses
yeah,
as well.
Yeah, a bit of that.
So that's it there.
That's one, yeah. And I have a bit of a look and a smell.
Looks like a little piece of dirt.
Yeah. Well, that's essentially what they've
It's like a chunk of
come out
dirt.
of the dirt, so they're covered in it. So we'll
that's
get
actually-
some, if you guys find some today, we'll get some cleaned up.
Smell that.
So you'll actually smell that through the ground.
Yep. So these
Fair
guys,
dingham.
the dogs have a sense of smell about 60 times stronger than us. So they can smell truffles that aren't even mature yet or aromatic to us. It's really important that we don't unearth truffles before they are aromatic, because
Yeah.
without that aroma,
That's
they've
full
got
on.
no value whatsoever. So that's where it's important for you guys today. When the dogs scratch, you'll also have
Yeah.
to get down. We'll pick up a handful of that dirt. You'll
Yeah.
look for that sweetness in the dirt. If that's there, game on. We keep
So hold
digging.
on, let me feel the weight of that. Now what do you reckon it is a kilo for this stuff?
So that winter truffle there is 3,000 a kilo. So these guys have a shelf life of 2 weeks once they come out of the ground, so we have to move them or lose them essentially.
Yeah, right. We'll
Um,
lose it. I don't want to waste
yep,
it.
they will start to rot and deteriorate and break down like a bit of fruit. So that's why the dog's job is very, very important. If they
Yeah.
miss a truffle in the ground that's ready and we don't get that out, it's not going to be preserved or stabilised in the
Yep.
soil. It's going to start to rot, break down, deteriorate, and that's just money and
Gone.
crop
No good.
loss. So
There you go.
these guys are very, very important, and we rely on them 100%.
Yeah, copy that.
Yeah, but we'll get you guys prepped and head out for a bit of a stroll.
Let's do it.
Copy that.
Team.
Very awesome.
G'day guys, this video is brought to you today by the Ultimate Camp Cooking Bundle from Camp Boss. Now, this would have to be one of my most favourite cooking utensils because it is lightweight, it's 12 inch, it's spun steel, camp oven, comes with all the accessories. You've got a bag, you've got a trivet, you've got the hook, and you've got the gloves. Makes cooking in the bush easy and simple, like I always do when I go away. Anyway, if you want to check them out, go to Camp Boss 4x4 online web store or get down to your local Camp Boss dealer. Anyway, that's enough from me. Keep checking out the video. All right, down this way, boys, to find fungus.
This way, you reckon?
Yes, apparently the dogs just go racing around looking for fungus and we got to try and dig it out. We've got our shovels.
What about the backhoe? I see a
dear
backhoe
boy.
in the shed there. Can we grab the backhoe?
My truffles aren't quite that big. You're going to
No?
actually have to use your
Oh.
foot and paws to work today. So you can leave your shovels
Not the
behind.
shovel.
They're a little bit savage. We might end up
primitive.
slicing a few in half if you
We're
stick
going to get
those
your
to
mitts
the ground.
dirty, you mean?
Premature with our shovel. Premature with a shovel. Okay, no shovel.
The dogs are trained to do a scratch and then,
Wow.
good girl, Peggy, and then come to me for a reward. There you go.
Found
She
it.
did the diggy for you, that one.
No.
A little baby one there.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah, fair dinkum, smell that.
So sometimes we go up and down, all
Oh, goodness.
for not much. So truffle, obviously a larger truffle is more in weight, which is more value, but every sort of size truffle has a market. Those little smaller ones, often you get these beautiful little symmetrical discs that are great for sous chefs and things like that are doing really delicate fine dishes. But I always get more excited when I get a big one. So we'll keep going. Let's go, let's find.
You just popped out again.
They're rocks,
Oh, is that right?
that's rocks.
Okay then.
So this one we got here, so
No.
no?
No.
Not like bush chugger?
No, that's just going to taste like dirt. Where the magic happens with truffle is the aroma attaching into the food. So what you're smelling there is very powerful. If you were to eat that on its own, you're missing half the magic because nothing's carrying it onto your palate. So you need to have it into some food for that aroma to happen.
Oh,
So,
fair enough.
But
Fair.
Carl, do you want to come have a dig?
Oh yeah.
So can you see the top of that one there?
Yep.
So what you want to do is you want to run your fingers around the outside. We never want to go straight in for the pull when we see a truffle because we just don't know what could be underground there. So you want to take your time, work your way around the circumference of the truffle. Will eventually start to come loose, wobble out of the ground. Yeah, there we are. Here's another little one.
So they're a real dark colour when you get on the mud off them, eh? Like you can see the back.
Yeah, so they are completely black, and when we get those cleaned up, you'll have a whole nother appreciation for them.
Looks like a rock, but don't smell like a rock. Is he onto another one?
Not very far under the ground, are they?
Stick your nose in there, Simon. Well, if you want to, I'm not making
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, no, you smell good.
Oh, she's done the digging
dug
for
it
you.
out. Wow. Lucky they're pretty hardy.
They are. So people often think like fungi, mushrooms, very delicate and fragile.
I'm just going to break the
But these
bit.
guys are about the density of an apple.
And that's actually growing off of the roots of the tree, isn't it?
Yeah, so there's basically your main tree root system, then what's called a hyphae root system, and that's what these guys are a part
And
of.
you don't even see, you can't even see it.
No.
Well, that just looks like it's growing by itself.
I'm one of the only farmers that can't see their crop. Never know what's out here until we start looking and moving through the plantation, and that's why, yeah, these guys being nice and thorough and covering that ground well is very important.
Found one.
Stop.
That was quick.
I can smell that.
Take your time, mate. Don't rush it.
So you can appreciate why your
Yeah,
why your
shovels,
shovels
yeah,
wouldn't
no.
quite work.
No.
Oh wow! Even that, if you want to have a whiff of that, that's the dirt from underneath.
Yeah, yeah, even strong.
pungent.
Super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We put it all together.
You've got a bit of weight happening in here.
Full little prospector.
How many keggers?
Yeah, maybe 150.
Look at that. This one looks like a bit of a cracker.
Yep.
Oh, that is a good one.
Oh, look at
that.
Stonker.
Even just in. Yeah.
That's gold. I mean, truffle.
Good girl. Have a look down there, Simon, see what you find.
Oh, that's a cracker.
Oh, is this a
Oh,
stinker?
that's a stoinker.
Oh, look at that one. That is
Size
a
of that
stinker.
thing.
The one I don't supervise, and this is what happens.
Yeah. Threw in the
You're a
hole.
good boy too, Simon. You want a treat?
Yeah. Are they any good?
I wouldn't recommend.
Look at that one. That's a cracker.
Yeah, you found that one. Good dogs. Good girl.
That was the first one we got.
Yeah.
The size
It's
of it.
getting bigger as we go down.
Getting weightier too.
So what's something like that worth off the top of your head?
Top of my head, he's probably, I reckon, about $300 or so.
Wow. Yeah. What do we do with them now, Anne?
So we need to give them a bit of a scrub. So So
Scrub it down.
yep, so cold water, not nice for the hands, but good for the truffle. So only cold water, a little bit of a drizzle there, and just give them a bit of a scrub. Don't be too savage on them, and get the bulk of that dirt off.
So they're very black underneath.
How's that?
You've done well, yep. A few nooks and crannies in some of those.
Come on, boys, stop mucking around.
It's been very gentle, but they're actually quite tough underneath.
Oh, let's get a good look at these things.
Now we're getting to the good end, the end where we get to eat them.
Let's check some truffles out. Hey guys, today's video is brought to you by the Premium Adventure Recovery System from Camp Boss 4x4. Now, this is an awesome little kit. Now, I put this kit together so that you've got all the little things that you need when you're out on an adventure and you get yourself bogged and you're looking for recovery. So, if you get a chance, check it out, Camp Boss 4x4 shop online, or get down to your local Camp Boss dealer and they'll have plenty of these in stock. Otherwise, mate, stop listening to me babble on and get on with your adventure.
More like some sort of animal poo. It is definitely a weird looking plant.
It's not a plant, mate. It's a fungus.
Same thing.
Well, there you go, guys. We've done some weird things in our time, from, you know, pearls or eating particular pearl oyster mussels and all sorts of things, and bush tuckers and all that sort of stuff. But I would have to say this is the weirdest that I've ever had the experience of harvesting. There you go. Who'd have thought that this thing here, this little thing that looks like a rock, is so expensive and so sought after in the top restaurants? 20 years ago, Australians, they wouldn't even thought about this. Now they can't get enough of it.
So what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to shave some straight into your hands. You don't typically eat truffle on its own. The reason for that is because you're not so much paying for the physical truffle itself, you're paying for the aroma that this has. And where the magic happens is getting that aroma attached into food, so therefore it can be picked up by your tongue.
Now we're eating the bush tucker.
It's actually quite tasty. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's not horrible.
No,
Yeah.
you smell it more than you taste it, don't you?
Yeah, but you'll notice the difference in a minute when I shave some of that over the top of the pizza. That aroma will get attached into the fat, into the cheese on that pizza. One really important thing with truffle is you never want to heat it, so you don't want to cook it into something while it's cooking. You want to use it as a garnish. The reason that being, those guys having a very high water content, you heat that, you evaporate that, and you lose a lot of the aroma in that process. So really important, shaving it finely over something after the cooking's done, or at the end of that cooking process. What were you going to do?
I'm going to say
He was going to chuck it in the egg and he's good.
Oh, he was going to start frying up.
I'll give you guys some, so you don't have to try and pocket those.
I was literally going to pocket it. That's going to be tomorrow's.
So I'm going to look after you here and put a good dose on. I want to do it properly.
Good dolloping.
Yeah,
So it's like just putting some salt and pepper on.
only a lot better. Yeah.
So do you wait a little bit for it to do its thing, or
Oh,
you just hook straight into
you
it?
can, but if you otherwise you can just go for it as well. Yeah.
We've all picked our spot. There wasn't one in front of us.
We've gone for the biggest piece.
Of course, yeah.
Anna, thank you so much.
Thank you. This looks
you.
awesome. Oh, I can smell it.
Oh, stop it. How good's that? Thank you, Anna. It's amazing.
No worries.
Tasty truffles. And the thing, they just come out of the ground half an hour ago.
Yeah.
Now on a cheesy pizza.
We're smoking them.
That was probably like a $200 pizza in a restaurant.
That's good.
Oh.
Next time, the team takes on one of Tassie's toughest tracks.
Oh yeah, doggy.
Now, you won't find this little manoeuvre in the Grey Nomad handbook.
Yeah, let's survive that. I've got no idea.
Seconds away from disaster.
Join them for the adventure.
Whoa, there we go. Oh, man down, man down.